ugly people are at it again. I don't even know what to do. I understand that different strokes for different folks. You may like your women or men looking a particular way, but it isn't the one view of what is beautiful. Everyone likes something different. That's why you have a wide variety of characters in video games and TV and other things like that, if you're hoping to appeal to that. Now, I don't think video games are necessarily trying to, not always, turn on their little, the 9-year-olds that are buying games like Overwatch or playing games like Overwatch, but apparently Blizzard can never make any character look any bit remotely like a traditional woman. And I don't want to use the term normal, because a normal woman in Wisconsin looks different than a normal woman in Colorado. This is just a reality. And I get to say that because I live in Wisconsin and I've been to Colorado. It's so much better. Anyway, the reality is, Blizzard at one point bent the knee to these weirdos back in 2016, and now they're going to continue to lord it over them. I mean, that's the reality of it. If you go back to the Tracer issue back in 2016, people whined. You saw headlines like this: fans persuade Blizzard to pull spicy Overwatch pose. Were they fans, though? Were they fans? Fans of the game. People that loved playing the game Overwatch. They were offended by a pose, a victory pose in a game. I don't believe so. I don't believe they were fans. You see, Polygon. Blizzard is removing his spicy pose from Overwatch, citing player feedback. From who, Jeff Kaplan? Weirdos online that don't play your game anyway? The creators of Overwatch are facing a new controversy, this time over a butt. Blizzard said today it will remove a victory pose from the upcoming Overwatch game after receiving feedback from a player that criticized the pose as being too spicy, unbefitting of the character's personality. Yes. Overwatch game director Jeff Kaplan confirmed the removal of the game's forum on the game's forums, said the developer will still and continue to try to do better. Oh, geez, I don't know how Kaplan sleeps at night. I mean, aside from on top of a giant pile of money. The removal of the pose in question, which applies to the character Tracer, the closest thing to Overwatch has had to a mascot, stemmed from a single post on the game's beta feedback forums, ironically named. Posted by the name of Phipps, posted a lengthy critique of the Tracer pose, commending Blizzard for creating a diverse and interesting and compelling cast of female heroes, but noting that one Tracer pose in particular seems ill-suited for the character. Yes, the digital pixels on the screen, it doesn't really match. Now, it could be something fun. By the way, this is something women totally do in victory-type poses. Open up Instagram. This is not, it's not like Tracer was jumping on a pole and swinging around and tearing off her clothes. But of course, just too spicy. Just too spicy. So, Overwatch releases a robot. Overwatch's latest hero, and this is via boundingintocomics.com, latest hero, Echo, under attack for looking like an attractive female. Overwatch has recently introduced their latest hero, Echo, but it didn't take long for the usual suspects to begin criticizing the character's design for looking like a female. Twitter user Scattersilk wrote, quote, "Non-human women design in Overwatch. She has a human woman face and an hourglass figure. I just can't. Just in case you don't know she's a woman. She's a woman, by the way." So? What? I mean, like, literally. So?
Nobody cares.
This whole thing, this whole attack on femininity and masculinity is so played out. Like, I guarantee fewer people will be interested in this video than normal. Fewer people will like it. Fewer people will share. Because it's so played out. But it doesn't, and Blizzard's going to bend the knee, though. I guarantee it. Because they have in the past. Scattersilk added, "Non-human woman design in Quake. She's literally a reptilian alien. Why would she look like a human woman at all?" Okay. Again. So, every single time I see somebody complaining about this, they're very unattractive people on the outside. generally. I'm not saying that's an automatic, but in most experiences, when I look, that's what it is. And what happens is they're also very ugly on the inside, in my opinion. They don't like other people. They don't like people having fun. They don't like people enjoying things. So they seek to make everyone else as unhappy as they are. Now, I looked up this person on Twitter, and, you know, I don't know if part of me doesn't want, I'm just saying for science, all right, this is a public picture. Please, nobody go say anything. But have you prepared yourself? That's who has a problem with a female character in a video game. I'm not kidding. I didn't randomly Google a picture of somebody who would fit exactly what I expected, but that's who has a problem with it. Scattersilk added, but Echo is built by humans. So is Orisa. They didn't plaster some uncanny butt human face and hourglass figure onto her, Lamau. They continued. Overwatch's flimsy lore doesn't sway my opinion that it's a bad design. But sure, go ahead and keep defending your YouTube, whatever, FPS. I don't really know what that means. Others would also criticize the character design. Male, orc, troll, demon, female, all various shades of good looking. One person noted that design was annoying because her figure is pushing way too hard to look as appealing as possible. Another person claims the design was created because some devs are snowflakes and don't want to make the incels rage that women characters aren't supermodels. People generally only get mad and point things out when they know you're pandering. That's exactly what this is. Another person accused Overwatch game designer of introducing the character because he wants to bang it. Jeff will not approve of the design of a female if he doesn't want to bang it. Another took issue with the character's hourglass. I mean, these are just, I'm just saying, it's not one weirdo. There are thousands of these people. And Overwatch has already had a history, of bending the knee Blizzard has to these people, and they're likely to do it again. Honestly, I like the human woman face. Only the face there, no need to be an hourglass figure. The Rusalki from Axiom Verge are way better. Robot lady with uncanny human face designs, they legit feel like ancient mechanical goddess, and I love it. Okay, fine. Make your own video game. I mean, I don't get it. And there's so many of them. However, the redesign appears to have been made to fit with the story crafted around Echo. Kaplan explains. There were a few founding members of Overwatch. Obviously, there were people like Jack Morrison and Gabriel Reyes. And they were founding Overwatch. They invited someone named Dr. Mina Liao, a leading expert in AI and robotics, which had previously worked for Omnica Corporation, which had built the Omnics originally to join them. Morrison wanted to employ somebody who was an absolute expert and understood robotics to make Overwatch more educated and intelligent when it came to the Omnic crisis. He continued, she went to Jack Morrison and Gabriel Reyes and basically said, I can make an adaptive learning robot. So that way, when we send our Overwatch strike teams, you need a pilot, this robot can fly the ship. If you need medical care, he can learn to provide medical care. Whatever niche you need on the mission, a robot can adapt and fill that road. That's why we think she will be really important to Overwatch. He added, but Mina took some liberties and really made the robot self-learning through observation. As she was working on the Echo project, robots started to adopt her voice. Her voice you hear is Echo is really the voice of Dr. Mina. The more Echo evolved, the more she really adapted to all these heroes that she was around all the time, watching them, learning what they do, the way they did it. Kaplan concludes, Mina lives on through Echo. Echo absorbed much of who Liao was and is constantly adapting to all the agents around her, which is why she looks that way. There you have it. Echo looks like a female woman because she absorbed much of who she was. Shocking. But still tweets like this gain a ton of traction. They gave the robot a cinched waist. I hate this game. Ugh.
Here. Go away and let us alone.
When will these people be happy? Well, the answer is never. I hope you were happy and you enjoyed this video, though. If you did, remember to leave a like and a comment on it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.